All right, and we're rolling.
We're rolling. Hi, everybody. How you doing out there?
What's going on, Lee?
Hi, Dylan.
Hey, good morning.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Chilling.
Good. You just came rolling in the door. Big kitty, don't sleep. Come here. Come here. It's podcast time. Big kitty. Big kitty.
Should we go grab him and start again?
No, it's all right. He's not going to come. Wow. Here we are.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff planned for today, right?
Yeah.
Got some exciting stuff.
Yesterday we talked about the avatars and all the stuff and what they look like, and so.
And these are avatars that you've created in the virtual world that you play as. Yeah.
What we're going to show you is we're going to show you who I was 14 years ago. So 14 years ago, this set of avatars you're going to see are who I was, and I was that for about 10 years. I was those avatars.
Wow.
Certain ones I was more than others. And I'm sort of talking about it ahead of time so you guys will know what you're looking at. 14 years, that's a long time ago. And so when you see the avatars, they look kind of like how they look.
And you built a whole world in there. That's pretty elaborate.
We have a huge
right?
world, but we're not showing that in this video that we're going to show them. We're just showing them the avatars. Yeah. But anyway, we have a... Yeah, how to explain it? Well, the avatars look weird, and so in there you can do whatever you want. And so one of the things I did 15 years ago, which is kind of funny, because now it's sort of in style. The whole trance thing is really in style. But 14 years ago, when I was in there, I was putting female skins on male bodies, and making androgynous kind of avatars.
Wow.
And here we are 14 years later, and everybody's trancing out, and it's like the big deal. But anyway, 14 years ago, I was doing androgynous avatars. And so these avatars you see, they're slightly androgynous. I'm using a male body, but I'm putting female skins on some of them. Some of them have male skins. Some have female skins.
Wow, very progressive.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing 14 years ago. And I cruised along like that for like 10 years. But then they upgraded the system and they upgraded the bodies, and the whole thing got changed. So those old avatars, I couldn't use them anymore. And the companies that made those radical skins, they're not around anymore. So I had no way of putting that radical skin on the new avatars. So now my avatars that I'm using look more like regular humans.
Right.
Sort of regular, anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Chronicles of Narnia on acid. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
That world, yeah.
You've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll show you other things, because we have a whole movie studio we've built. We built a virtual movie studio with a college town and a college and a concert venue and Eiffel Tower and Wembley Stadium. And we have so much stuff in there that we've built, and we have it all sitting there. It's our movie studio. We can film in all these locations.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole world of locations in the virtual world that we can film in, so of stuff that other people makes. But we have our own movie studio, so we really can control the environment.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So maybe we should show them the avatars.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's show them what you got.
Here we go, everybody. We're going to show them to you.
Here they are.
Here they are. So this avatar, I like this avatar a lot, but I probably was this 30% of the time I was this avatar.
It's pretty cool looking.
I switch back and forth,
Yeah. Pretty rad. I like the Rasta headband and the hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's a male body, I believe, or no, that's a female. That's a female skin on a male body. Yeah, this is the samurai. This is the samurai that I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
There's a samurai. I very rarely did I go anywhere like that. That was what I used to go to Japanese clubs.
Right.
This is probably one of my favorite avatars here.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
And this one I use a lot. I just love the face and the way it looks. And
that's pretty rad.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Now, this is who I was most of the time. I would say 80-90% of the time, this is the avatar I was. This one right here.
I see.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This place here, this location, this is where we live, and we don't have houses. We just have rugs. This I rarely use this avatar, but this is one that I got. But I rarely used it, and that's a male skin on a male body. Yeah.
I see. Wow. Yeah.
But
I love that giant sun just floating in the background too. That's pretty
yeah.
rad.
Well, this is where we live. We don't have houses. Like people build big elaborate houses and stuff, but we just have rugs and we live out in the open because the weather's always good in the virtual world. Oh, this is the moth.
Oh, cool.
This is a Mothman.
Wow, look at that. That's rad.
Yeah.
I like that design on the chest and stuff and the arms.
This is a really pretty avatar. You really can't see it that well in these videos.
It's like full body tattoo.
But it's close enough. You can get a rough idea of what we did. So that's the end of that video.
Cool.
Let's go back to the
All right.
picture.
Now we're back.
There you are, everybody. That's what we were talking about. But that was like 4 or 5 years ago when I quit using that stuff.
Yeah.
So now I have different avatars.
Oh, okay. So you don't use that particular avatar?
Yeah, I don't
as
use
much.
those anymore.
Yeah.
I do for some of the special effects and in the hiding in bushes and stuff.
Yeah.
For the movies, I use those.
Yeah.
But I don't use them day to day in the virtual.
Yeah, I think they make for good aliens because of their androgynous, bizarre nature.
They're really
right?
good creatures, but yeah, they're good creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all stoked, chomping at the bit to see what these avatars look like. I'm glad we got a chance to show them.
Yeah. I couldn't really see them that well there, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could also
Big
make
kitty, come here.
we can make additional videos of all the various places you described. We could show them on here. Could be
The locations?
all the locations and other characters you've got.
Yeah. We could do that. We should do that. Yeah. We'll go around and make a little video.
Yeah, something to talk about.
What else?
I don't know.
That's what I was going to do today. I was going to show you all the avatars and talk to you about it, but there's not much to talk about. They just, they are what they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun. There's all people in there. Oh, when we go in there, a little thing tells us how many people are in there. So it's between 40 and 70,000. Any time of the day you go in there, there's between 40,000 and 70,000 people in our virtual world.
Wow.
And our virtual world last year paid out $60 million to people that sell. Like you can sell stuff in the virtual world. You can sell stuff. We have a thing called a marketplace, which is like Amazon. And you can sell stuff. So people create stuff and they sell it. Like they sell those avatars. They sell fingernails and eyeballs and hair and shoes and clothes and cars and houses and you name it. They sell it in there. Whatever you can think of, somebody is selling in there. Anyway, last year, our virtual world paid out $60 million to people that were selling stuff in the virtual world.
Wow.
So, into their currency exchange, So that's, that's the story of the virtual world. There's lots of people in there. There's a college in Istanbul. There's a bunch of colleges in the virtual world, a whole bunch of them. Like Texas A&M has recreated their whole entire campus in the virtual world. We actually stole some of their buildings for our movie set.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's life.
How does a college course work in there with your little
You can sit in a class. You can sit in a class with your avatar and take a course. And there's a professor there who's also an avatar.
So do they chat the same way you would chat to your friends? Or they just type it out and you have to just follow what the
But you can do
teacher's
voice
typing?
too. So the professor can talk with a voice.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But what was I going to say? There's I slipped my mind.
The Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Yeah, you can. We grab some of their buildings to use in our thing, like the sort of a Wild West in there. You can just do whatever, and it's really cool. It's really cool. But back to the class. You can take the class at Texas A&M. You sit there. There's a professor giving you the class, and then you get real life credits. So you can take a class in the virtual world, a college class, and you get real credits in the real world. because it's a real class taking place at a real college, but it's done in a virtual thing.
Wow.
Now, there's a college in Istanbul, a university in Istanbul, that does amazing stuff. They use it for creativity, and they're doing really cool stuff. Like the students are doing really cool stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And so there's people all over the world in our virtual world doing cool stuff. And like I say, there's colleges and institutions.
Yeah. Wow.
For a while, like Bloomingdale's had a thing where you could dress your avatar in the clothes of the avatar, and you could go to Bloomingdale's and get the same clothes for your real life person.
Wow.
So you could dress your avatar like your real life person. Why
That's pretty
anybody
funny.
would do that, I don't know. But that didn't last long. But just to show you, there's like 400 colleges and institutions in our virtual world.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of shit going on in there that we're not doing. Everybody does what they do. Our trip is music. We're in there. We're basically music oriented. So that's our focus. But there's a lot of people in there that are doing all kinds of crazy shit, just like building stuff and selling shit.
Wow. That's rad.
And it's pretty amazing. It's pretty fucking amazing. It's amazing because you can do whatever you want. It's really a free kind of place.
Wow. That's pretty rad.
And there's people from all over the world. Yeah, all over the world. And they all have their own like thing, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You ever get into World of Warcraft? Ever heard of
I
that?
know what it is, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's another one of those massive multiplayer online games where you have thousands of people
That's
online.
a bigger,
Yeah.
I think that's way bigger than what we have.
I see.
Our thing is kind of, it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the story of the virtual world.
Wow.
I don't know.
Great stuff.
What else? There was something we were talking about yesterday that I wanted to talk about more today.
I'd have to review the footage.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm real excited. We're getting ready to start a movie in the virtual world. And so we have this movie studio, and we're going to film it in there, and we're finishing the story up now. And it's, that's where it's going to be. So the avatars aren't perfect. They don't look perfectly like humans, but they look good enough to tell a story.
Sure.
And that's the thing. Like I've seen cartoons with stick figures and they tell a story, right?
Right.
So you can tell a story with stick figures. So our avatars are certainly good enough to tell a story.
Right. Yeah, look at South Park. They were just construction paper.
Yes,
Looks
exactly.
like a child made it.
Exactly. So it's really kind of liberating in there. You can create an avatar and do whatever you want. And there's a lot of people in there having a lot of fun and being really creative. That what I've found, which really shocked me, because I went in there originally to play music.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when I got in there. I went, whoa, there was a lot of shit going on. There was a lot of creative people, and they're doing creative stuff. And there's colleges all over the world doing cool stuff. And there's people all over the world doing cool stuff. And everybody's really enthusiastic, you know. Yeah, and people really like work on their avatars. They really like their avatars. It's really funny. Like you really feel your avatar.
Yeah.
When you have an avatar and you're
Sure.
that character or whatever you want to call it,
Oh, yeah.
you really feel like it's really you. And like my avatars, I've been, almost 15 years in there. So I really feel my avatar. I really feel like it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, you really feel it.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea with the.
Yeah,
those
that's the
games.
idea.
Yeah, pretty rad. I grew up with the Sims games growing up, so like Sims 1 and Sims 2. That's what I remember. Now they're up to like 4, but that's beyond my.
I don't know
scope.
how good the quality of the Sims game is. How good the quality of the avatars. I haven't
Those are
seen
pretty
it.
funny. There's an architectural element. You can design your house and arrange it and build it, and then you can get any kind of job you want. You could be a criminal, or you could be like a good person, and you gotta.
Do the avatars look good?
Yeah, you can
Or are
design
they
them.
so?
They're pretty good because you can customize them to look however you
They
want.
look as good as our avatars?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
for sure. We could
that's
probably
good.
look up some Sims 4 gameplay and
You'll show
check
me.
those out. Yeah, it's gotten pretty advanced. What I grew up with was like the basic, stuff from like the early
Yeah, that's what I
systems.
remember
Yeah.
about Sims was it was pretty primitive.
Right, but nowadays you'd be surprised how amazing it looks. Yeah, we can
Oh, well,
check it
that's
out.
funny. Just like our world, everything gets better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They get new game systems and new PlayStations and Xboxes, and computers are big now. PC gaming. People are like obsessed with getting the best possible PC. They build these towers that
Oh
are
yeah, the
with all
monster
the
gamer
lights. Yeah,
gamer
yeah.
computers.
Those guys are hardcore. Yeah,
Yeah,
PC
yeah.
gamers. Yeah,
That's cool. Well, our scene is sort of like that too.
Yeah.
There's some people in there that have big computer setups.
yeah. I would imagine. Yeah,
But you can use it. You know, I just use my regular computer and it works just good.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, works good. The kitty's just over there sleeping. Man, what kind of kitty? Gonna fire that kitty.
Another fun game that I liked growing up for the GameCube was the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
You're kidding.
It's a fun game. You go to the Hogwarts castle and you got all these magical creatures and you get to walk around and go to different classes. And
How
it's
old
kinda
were
like where
you?
you're-
How old were you when you did that?
I was around like maybe early teens, like tween age, like 11, 12,
Yeah.
13, kind of that period.
That must have been a trip, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was great. I was like the same age as Harry Potter, so you kind of grew up with it.
Oh,
That-
wow.
That's a millennial thing, you know. A lot of millennials are, have nostalgic
That's
feelings
funny.
for a lot of those fantasy epics. Lord of the Rings, too, of course, is another one of my favorites, for sure. That fantastic trilogy.
Yeah.
But they've got some great games for Lord of the Rings, too.
People trip, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really like it in there, and I go in there every day for an hour or two. Usually about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
When you first join it, you get so obsessed with it, you'll be in there like 12 hours, 14 hours a day. You'll be in the virtual world, and we all talk about it because we've been in there so long. But like when you first get hooked on the game, you go, hey, you're so into it. You're just in there every second. You can't
Right.
get enough.
Right.
But then as the years go by, you do it. You know, you get down to you focus more on what you're doing.
Right.
So now, basically, I go in there every day for an hour and a half. Sometimes
Yeah.
on Sunday, maybe I go in for 2 hours.
Cool. Well, that's a pretty moderate amount of time, and not going
Yeah.
too crazy with it. That's good. Yeah.
But when we're making a movie, I'll go in more.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we'll be
We'll be utilizing
doing the
it.
movie.
We'll be working. Yeah.
Yeah.
We use ScreenFlow to do screen capture and
Yeah.
let that run, let the cameras roll. And it's pretty cool. It seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
Kind of got it down to a science.
Scientific. Wow. Well, that's all we have to talk about today. I was going to talk about a virtual world all day, but people might, I don't know. I don't know if you all out there do any kind of gaming or anything, or if you're into it, or if that's not your trip. Or
I think it'd be a good idea to show more stuff, show than tell, right? We can record some more cool stuff from those locations you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just left to our imagination. But some people might be curious to see more.
Well, let us know if you want to see more. Oh, somebody said they weren't interested in what I'm doing now. They only want to hear the old stories about the old days. Well, I'm sorry, I'm out of old days stories. So if you want to hear about the old days, go look at the back episodes of the podcast,
Right.
because I told all my stories then, and I'm not going to spend all my time being nostalgic, because I'm not nostalgic as a person. I mean, I don't feel that at all. I don't feel the nostalgia thing at all. And it was very painful talking about all the old stuff. It just seems like, just such a waste of time. But if you're anyway, so the person that chimed in and said they're not interested in what I'm doing now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could say something sarcastic, but I won't. But, what I'm doing now is really exciting. And like I just can't dwell on shit that happened 50 years ago.
We actually created a playlist on the channel that has all of the best of videos. So it's a good shortcut for people if you want to see some of the stories, like the Hendrix story and stuff like that. We have a playlist that has them all organized, easy to find.
There you go.
Yep.
We're organized and easy to find.
Yep.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. It's cool. I hope you like it. Oh, I know what I was saying. I don't want to talk about shit I did 50 years ago. I don't mind telling some stories when it's a good story. I tell a story and it's good. But I'm not going to just wallow in the past, And that's what it is. It's like, you want to hear about shit that happened 50 years ago, I'm sorry. I'm just not into it,
Yep.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, think about it. 50 years ago, it's just like playing music. Like if I play now, I don't play anything like I used to play in the old days. I play 100% different than I used to play. So if I was to play, you'd probably be disappointed. You'd say, "Well, that's not how you sound," you know. But yeah, that's how I sound now, 50 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you know, people start playing music, and then a couple of years they're doing their thing. Like, so I played music back then, and I did that. I did my thing. It was cool. But it's 50 years have gone by, and I'm just not playing those same old shit I was doing 50 years ago. I'm not enjoying the same stuff I was enjoying 50 years ago. I'm just not living in that time space.
Yeah.
Because it's now, and now it's so exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now it's really like phenomenal. Like all this virtual world and all the music that's out there. Fuck the music. Oh, I'm such a fanboy of the music. It's like,
Yeah, that's right.
like I'm really a fan of music, and so I listen to all these new releases, and I just every week I find songs that I just so blown away. I go, fuck, this blows my mind, you know. And everybody's so creative, and so like, how could I possibly spend my time about stuff that happened 50 years ago when nothing was going on back then? There was no internet, there was no nothing, you know. Recording on 2-inch tape, and it was so primitive, you know.
Yeah.
And now, just the whole world's at our fingertips, you know. It's just like a cell phone. Imagine the world without cell phones, without the internet, without everything. And you want to sit and talk about that for 50 years? I don't think so. Not me, anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's a whole new world now.
Yeah, it's a new world, and it's exciting. God, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally inspired every day. Every day I see shit on the internet, or I hear music that I like, and I'm just going, fuck. There's no limit to the creativity. So embrace the here and now, because that's what I'm doing. If you like this podcast, I hope you like it, and I hope you stick around, and I hope you're not mad because I'm not going to wallow in the past 100%, but I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not personal, and I don't resent you. If you want to do that, that's your business. You know, I mean, if you want to live 50 years ago and think that was the coolest time in history, maybe you're right. Maybe it was the coolest time in history, but it's history, you know, and here's now. And if you don't think now is cool, that's cool. But now, I got to tell you, now is really cool. Yeah, I'm so inspired by God, every day I wake up and I get my mind blown.
Yeah, well, I think you made valid points there. Right? Hopefully that viewer understands and gets it.
Yeah. It's funny, I really take all your little comments to heart. You know what I mean? I read them and I go, oh, that person was upset. Or not too many people get upset, but every now and then somebody says they're not, like, I didn't like that. That person said they weren't interested in what I'm doing now. I'm going, well, fuck you then. And I mean that in the most nice sort of way, you know. So, like, well, fuck, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, I would think the reason you'd want to watch this show is for now. Like, here I am, 50 years later, I'm still alive. I still got a smile on my face. I still like you all out there. And I hope you like what I'm doing, but I can't be that person from 50 years ago for the simple reason I'm not the same person I was 50 years ago. So, and I told a bunch of good stories. So if you want to hear some stories, go back and look at the
playlist that we got.
The playlist. Yeah, there's some good stories. I talk about everybody. So, you know, if that's your thing, I did that first and foremost. That's the first thing we did in the podcast. I told all the stories. We did 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And we told story after story after story. So if you want to see those stories, go back and watch the episodes. But I hope you stick with us, because we're going to go places. We're going to do virtual stuff. We're going to every week we're going to share new songs with you. We're going to give you a list of songs to listen to, and you probably won't like them all, but you might like some of them. And if that's cool, you know, I listen to hours of new releases just to find a handful of songs that I like.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to do that. So if you listen to my little 20 songs or whatever, however many songs we present you each week, You might not like them all, but just remember, I spent hours to get those 20 songs. And
Yep.
so you could just listen to them, and if you like them, fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because it's all cool.
Great. Wow.
Great. Wow.
We got films too. Also, we're gonna do film recommendations, right?
Yes, we're gonna recommend films. I gotta tell you, there's this George Clooney film called The American or El Americano or something.
Yeah, The American.
Yeah, it was 2010, but that was a good movie. But it's 15 years ago. But fuck, it was a really great movie. The Great Beauty, in 2014 won Academy Award for Best Foreign Film.
Oh, okay.
And fuck, that's an awesome film. And the same director and cinematographer did a film called Youth. And if you should watch the film Youth, all you people out
yeah, I
there.
remember you mentioned that. Yeah.
That's such a good movie. Photographs so good. And same director and cinematographer, they've worked together for years. These two Italian guys.
Yeah.
They really make really good movies.
I think what would help is when we're talking about movies, we'll have graphics ready to show, so I can put a rectangle right by your head of the movie poster you're talking about. I think that'll be good to incorporate that layer into the show, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
More visual elements, yeah. We got Ecamm Live is cooperating, so that's good.
Yeah, our shit's working.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll get out of here. How long have we been doing it?
It's about a half hour.
Half hour.
Yep.
Well, time flies when you repeat yourself.
Yeah, you repeat yourself a lot, yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to say it over and over so people get it.
Yeah.
Once it's a mistake, twice is a habit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm telling you this. I got to say it over and over. If I just said it once, you wouldn't know how important it is to me.
Right.
You know, when I talk about the guy saying he wants me to do the old stuff, you know, I got to say that a few times to make him understand, you know, this is the here and now.
Right.
And we're doing cool shit here. You're going to really love all this virtual stuff, and you're going to love the songs we find, and you're going to love the movies we recommend. And we're not going to talk about anything we don't like. Yeah, we don't have time for shit we don't like. Like we're not going to do a negative movie review or a negative song review.
Right.
Or any kind of negative anything. That's just so counterproductive. Yeah.
It's funny because like the ironic thing is that tends to draw a lot of people to click on the videos when they have 10 worst things ever, 10 shittiest movie. You know, it's for some reason people are drawn to that. I don't know why.
They are, and that it must work because you see it over and over on the internet.
Yeah.
The 9 reasons you shouldn't blow your nose. You know, they got 10 reasons for everything. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was a positive show.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I'm pissed at the kitty. The kitty. How can we have the show without the kitty? Kitty, you fuck. I'm mad at the kitty today because he didn't come on the show. But you know how cats are. You can't make them mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Dylan.
Lee. Good showcase of the virtual world today.
Yeah,
You finally got to show them.
It's running in my mouth.
Little glimpse.
Let's show that again before we leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go, folks. There I am. I like this. This avatar is kind of cool.
Yeah, that might be my favorite of that Rasta variation.
You like this one best?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, he's a naughty dread.
Not the dread man.
Dem ballhead no Rasta.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, here's the samurai. This is the samurai avatar with the barbed wire vagina. But somehow the barbed wire didn't res out.
Right.
It
It
wasn't
looks
looking really good. You couldn't tell it was barbed wire.
I would have never known if you hadn't mentioned
Yeah,
it.
I have to mention it though. Oh, this is my favorite avatar. The face on this avatar is
That's
so
pretty cool.
Wait a minute, it's going to show the face.
Yeah.
Wow, the face. This is a beautiful avatar.
He's got an extra eyeball above his eye. Yeah.
You know, we lost the close up on that one avatar.
We did?
The bird avatar, there was no close up. Oh, we'll go back and make a new one. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Anyway, but this gives you an idea what the avatars looked like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So they're much better now. But these are still cool. Yeah. See the flying saucer in the background?
Oh yeah, that thing
You
is
can't
cool.
see it very good.
Yeah, I can see it right there. Yeah, it's awesome.
One of our tribe lives in that flying saucer. In fact, that's her corner over there with the fish out of the water and everything.
Oh, cool. So it's like their apartment in
Yeah,
the UFO.
Phinia. She's our most creative triber. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Anyway, this is it. We're gonna go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Lee.
Well, everybody, there it is. That's what it looks like in the virtual world.
Yep.
I'm going to say goodbye to you here, and we're going to get out of here. Okay. I hope you like that. It's cooler than you can tell by looking at that thing there. It is what it is. Anyway, it's cooler than it looked there, but
Yeah, giving them a little taste of it.
give you a little taste.
Yep.
Now, did we post on our site the video of the
The trailer?
trailer?
Yeah.
For the removal?
Yep, that's on our channel.
So you can look at the removal trailer. It's on our channel. And go back there and look at the list, find it, and it has better avatars. You can see the avatars much better. You can see the college students, and you can see some of the other newer avatars. So anyway, I hope you like it. We're going to get out of here now. Or maybe I'll stick around and repeat myself for another half hour.
Yeah, let's go 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes of repeating myself. Okay, Dylan.
Good to see you, Lee. Good show.
I'm pretty hyper today.
Yep.
Pretty hyper, everybody. We're going to get out of here. I'm mad at the kitty. 3, 2, 1, poof.